my friendos, we're back. So, Domino, if you would like to describe the scene as the first hit strikes and knocks the creature.
Alright. With your very peculiar weapon of choice, you strike at the creature, further battering and denting its corrupted form. As you do so, it begins to falter. Its long, thin legs slipping on the stone floor as it falls to its knee. It slowly rights itself. And as it does, it takes its free hand and grips the base of its sword arm. The cruel groan of creaking metal sounds throughout the room as it is ripped off entirely. What remains is very sinister in appearance. The severed arm with fluid leaking out of the appendage. As it does so, this tar black ichor seems to ignite some of the energies in this room. This kind of thin, wispy black flame begins to pool around it, flickering. Now, Ruby, your turn is immediately ended, and we move further down the initiative. I hadn't... The mechanics. Trust me, I know how my stat block works. Dash! You!
I love the, you know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Never mind. So I'll get targeted.
The second phase begins, Gesh. You are blasted from its back straight into the ceiling before falling to the floor.
No save?
No, that's not how fall damage works.
No, I mean, no save to grab on.
To the...
Just take the damage like a man.
There is no saving throw, no.
You're not Big Shot. You know, I fucking convince gravity to not hurt you.
No.
Alright. Now its immortal machine feature has been used, and second phase begins. It is going to take its turn. In doing so, it is going to point its sinister limb at you, Ruby.
Okay.
Oh, yes. You are barely within the range, aren't you? You are knocked...
I'm a light boy of 14 feet.
You are knocked into the pillar. Rah.
Rah, rar.
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 So he takes damage from that, don't he?
I'm a big boy. Whoa. Whoa.
Alright. So, Ruby, you feel the primed energies that had coalesced about you begin to ignite and further detonate. It is going to use on you Annihilate.
Okay.
Get ready, because this will not be pretty. You take 58 points of force damage.
Okay. So, I'm still
Alright.
up.
You are in fact still up, and primed ends. Now then, it regains all spent legendary actions, which it does not do at the beginning of its turn if you hadn't come to realize.
No.
It is then going to take a legendary action as its turn draws to a close. Now then.
No.
It is going to use Admonish. In doing so, it vanishes and reappears just here, Ruby, and makes a strike against you.
Okay.
What is your armor class?
12.
It hits. Now then, as it swings its severed blade arm at you, you are going to take...
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. 31 points of damage. You are raging, so let's see, fucking 20 of that would be halved to 10, so 21 total points of damage to you, Ruby.
Alright, so it's 54 plus 21, so... Oh, 58. My bad.
No, 21. Barbarian Rage half some of that. Now then. It is its turn again. Midi.
Poor
Midi.
Poor
It is going
Midi.
to... It,
He
Now then.
will.
Midi. It
Yes,
raises
my
its
friend.
arm, and you feel the energies about you detonate as you are annihilated. Taking, I think, yeah. You
I
actually got off pretty easy. Only 37 points of force damage.
So anybody?
I refuse.
I forgot I was muted. Just so you're aware.
Fuck
I'll
you,
made
you
this
fucking
entire creature.
refuse.
I refuse.
So if it TPKs,
Fuck you,
I-
you refuse.
It's no.
He refuses.
Okay,
All right.
I go unconscious.
Woo!
Yippee.
Well,
right.
Wait, okay.
Wait, force damage when it reduces you to 0 disintegrates you.
Nope.
Do not.
It most certainly
Is-
does not. Excuse
You,
me.
okay, hold on.
Some
Ruby,
Hold on,
effects,
wrong-
yes.
wrong game.
Ruby, you
Wrong-
always have a
wrong
kid to
ability.
ask teacher if they had homework or not.
So
You were that person.
some things do that.
I
So, for
actually
example,
was.
disintegrate, which does force damage.
What a
does.
fucking nerd.
Some abilities do, but not all force damage does. It's like not all squares
Okay,
are
yeah,
rectangles, not
I
round.
realized that after I
Yeah.
said it.
Hold on.
I
hold
will
on.
say.
What are you, damage type racist?
Yes,
I-
necrotic damage doesn't damage undead.
I would like
on.
to mention that my steel defender, now that I've gone unconscious, just always has a turn and will continue digging to me.
Yeah, so I'll say it'll probably take about 4 turns for the steel defender to dig through the tunnel, which is going to make rocks fall on top of it when it gets to the end because it's a bunch of rocks.
Trapping us.
Yeah.
Trapping us. Cool.
Well, the rocks are already there. It's just digging another tunnel, so I'll probably roll that when it gets through on the 4th turn.
Alright, so 4 turns as of current.
Well, 3 turns
I will-
is current because it was digging on its first turn, so it has 3 more turns.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
Or, sorry. Can you make Ruby have disadvantage on the next turn? He just admitted the fact that he was a kid that asked teacher about the homework last night. He admitted that.
I mean, the bismuth.
That was when I was in middle school.
No.
Yes.
This fight is already too hard, guys.
No,
Alright.
he needs
Nobody
to
be a hoe,
Reckless
okay?
Attack, remember?
Anyways,
Ruby.
Alright. So, anyways, indeed. Alright, Midi was just detonated, another legendary action, as they are in fact regained upon use of Annihilate. So,
Ouch.
you guys see why I let him make the creation now, right?
Kill me. I don't care.
Yeah.
This guy... Kill me. Do what you want. I don't care.
it is then going to warp once more, appearing here, and bringing down its severed arm upon you.
This is fine.
That guy,
Oh, My name. Speak.
Bob.
There you go. Oh, real
What
quick,
is your armor class?
That misses. Mine's 20. Can you please?
25.
Oh damn. Can you please make my character like the icon bigger so I don't imagine?
Oh yeah, Lamau.
Oh god, he looks so fucking cursed. Good fuck.
Squish.
This guy's cursed as fuck.
Hold on, I'm making lemonade.
Hold on. Now that it's my
let me just
turn.
preemptively. Well, no, you still take damage. Let me preemptively do this really quickly. You know, just because, you know.
Let's do it. Hey. Hey. Okay.
Well, you're not raging. I mean,
Yeah, but I have.
Well, I am the one with
health.
the detonate.
You take 26 points of damage, my friend.
That's fine. Okay, real quick. Now that it focused on me somewhat, How mean do you want me to be about this? 'Cause I can still
Very.
fucking Horde of Valhalla and help out a little bit.
Well, it's not quite your turn yet.
Yeah.
Well, still.
your turn.
I figured I'll ask now so it wasn't someone else in the middle of it. I can summon 15 of them. Hypothetically. How mean do you want me to be?
You would be making yourself a huge target.
Yes.
But we can't. The detonation's got me
Does
worried.
that end the Engine of Annihilation's turn, Dominic?
It does, and it's going to take a legendary action.
No, of course.
No, that was the end of its legendary action. Now it's its turn again.
Oh.
Gash,
Oh, good.
Yeah, I
you are
know.
annihilated.
Guess is gone.
You take
This is-
44 points of force damage.
Oh,
You're just fucking TPKing us, and I love it.
yep. This is gonna be a GPK, man.
Oh, not
This
if
is-
my dude has anything to say about it.
This is very winnable with correct strategy.
Yes.
Oh, that was wrong.
Okay, I can.
Okay, you know the
A
fucking
bunch
party.
of kobolds could kill this
We got-
party.
Technically,
3 paladins.
technically, Midi has not fallen to the ground because when you go unconscious, you still stand until you roll your first death save. Just so you're aware. So he's still standing. He's not prone, but he's technically incapacitated. So he's still
Still
advantage attacks against him,
standing.
just so you're aware.
Alright, well. With that, you are no longer primed. It is then going to use Admonish once more.
God, bro. Is that? God damn, bro.
You really wanna kill us, man?
It is going to warp and reappear here. You know, there is actually a gimmick to play around here. It's just somewhat subtle.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's not gonna end its turn. It's just gonna use legendary action, normal, legendary, normal until we're all dead.
It's set up a pretty long combo with all those primes. So,
After this, I'm gonna ask you questions about this and DM. I'm curious.
Bro, we just sent you the stat page, man.
yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there.
I just looked at it. I glanced at it when you sent it to me, Dom. I'm like, yeah, that looks fine. It looks like it could be done by a CR8 creature. I'm like, it does seem a bit deadly though. And then you're like doing
Phase
all this
2.
shit in the campaign, in the actual session. I'm like, huh?
Like, whoa. Oh,
That
no.
shit is not CR8. That
I'm-
shit is at least
Me over
CR10.
here watching Domino absolutely TPK the party because he keeps regenerating his legendary actions.
And keeps fucking us over.
Yeah,
Dog, I grew big to have a fucking plan, but he fucking warped away, so I'm kind of just here now.
Alright, what is your armor class? Ruby.
1 second.
It is 12.
Right.
How is it?
Critical hit.
Aren't you a barbarian?
Yes, I have +1 to Dex and +1 to Con.
Okay.
You are going to take 64 points of damage. Oh, wait, no. Rage, hold on. Lamau.
I'm
Uh,
still under 0. And I'm only a
alright.
level 7 zealot, so I can't. So I go unconscious, don't I?
Okay, 20. That's 20 plus 24.
We're back like 2 minutes.
44 points of damage. There we go.
Alright, still unconscious.
Alright. And now it gets its actual turn one final time.
man, that shit is not CR8.
Overpowered.
It is.
Yeah, it's
You
like
are going to take-
12.
6s and 7s, man. You're not 8.
Now
They-
then,
they-
my friend Bob, you feel the begin about your being begin to swirl and coalesce. As using its turn, you become primed.
Wait.
No.
No.
Now then,
Okay, I'm back.
Schmuck,
Yes. So,
the floor is yours.
let me roll for this one because
What
I'm
happened?
gonna TPK the party for no reason. You're primed.
Oh.
So,
Meh.
okay, well, fuck, I guess I'm TPKing the party. So, you watch as the energies of this bismuth crystal start to pulse out of the creature within a 15-foot radius. Because technically you are no longer conscious, Ruby, you no longer have a psyche at the moment. As for that, because there is no conscious creature around it, the the automaton in front of you. You watch as this pulse goes out and the energies create this dome around it, and then implode on themselves. And that's because there is no other living creatures besides itself. It does take. Let's see here. The creature itself, Domino, for this one, does take, because I didn't realize it was there. That's not it. Okay, slash roll. 6. It takes 14 points of force damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, is it not? Yeah, it has no resistance to force, okay. As the energies from the crystal themselves seem to coalesce onto the creature and start to change the aspects of its body. Updates.
Dang.
The metal
Alright.
now becomes more bismuth. It is now about, I would say about 20% of its body is probably coated in this color.
Now then. You, Bob.
Our
I'm
prime
scared.
subject.
Bob it up.
Yo! What up?
You see Mitty, like, about to fall over in front of you, just, like, his body just completely sundered.
Hold on. How big is Mitty compared to my hand? How
Mitty's,
tall
like, the
is Mitty?
size of your pinky finger at this point.
Can I just, like, not even for movement, can I just reach over and just go, no, stop that. Just one finger, stop that.
You just, sure, that's...
Sit down.
Alright, so you're gonna sit him down on the ground?
Yeah, you just take a minute and breathe, my guy.
Alright, he's unconscious.
I have cure wounds, but that takes an action. But so does the.
I am unconscious as well.
I have a choice to make. Either I can heal Mitty, or I can summon more things for more targets with a thing to fight, so we have a better chance to not die.
Your choice, man.
Yep. And it's
Okay.
pretty
Remember, I
obvious
said
you're
I'm
not
here if
getting
you guys
him.
summon any extra shit to control those shits.
Alright, I believe I have it
Domino's
preventatively. I'm going to go ahead and. I'm sorry, Mitty, if we die, I gotta try something. I'm going to use my Horn of Valhalla, which is the bronze version. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a 3d4 plus 3 for the amount.
That's a lot.
Not really. It's at most it's like 15. 9 people appear. Cool.
Oh, damn.
Oh, dang.
And their attacks. Okay, so they appear and they. I don't know if I can control where they appear roughly, but.
You choose where they appear, I'm pretty sure.
I'll just if I.
Oh no, read the description of the item you took.
Nope. It just says they. It just says they fucking appear. It's all it says. Just they appear. Nope. They appear. They're summoned. Which
Okay, how far away from you?
Didn't say
What is
either.
it- what is the fucking thing called? Horn of Valhalla?
Horn of Valhalla. In response. Yeah, 1 hour.
You mean
Yeah. 1 minute.
Let's see here. You use your action to blow this horn. In response, warrior spirits from from Valhalla appear within 60 feet of you. They use the Berserker
yeah.
stat page, and they return to Valhalla after 1 hour or until they each drop to 0 HP.
I have a page tracking their health already. I did this in case
I mean,
I did actually.
I could do it myself if you want me to, but
If you wish. It's up to you.
no, you could track it. Fuck you. You summon them.
I was doing it to help you out. I believe I have them tracked. Alright.
All right, so these creatures would have. Let's just go with the average health point of 67 each.
Sick. And their attacks are I have the roll.
Yeah, it's the Berserker stat page.
why not max health?
Fuck
Because
Yeah, no, why?
So Domino,
Never
summon
assume
9
max-
spirits onto the board, I guess.
Alright.
Domino, I did this purely because I
Justified move. This is what I had been expecting.
I can't do much else.
Okay.
I actually have
No
one
need-
goal for thing.
Nothing to apologize
Bro's
for.
really spirit summoning in a boss fight? Pff, couldn't be me.
I'm not gonna get a 1v1 them. Like let me solo him. Let me solo it.
Hold on, let me just find the spitting image of Vikings here.
Please.
Here we go.
Yeah! Better image of Vikings.
So it's
Yeah,
within
that's
60.
six, that's
I
not
assume
okay.
you summon them right next to the fucking boss, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Can I, whenever you get a chance, control them? If you could? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
I'd have to set the permissions for you individually.
Well, what you? Yeah, technically, yeah.
Sick, they are one big cluster. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and have them attack the boss, because, obviously.
Yeah, they would.
All right,
He would probably
I
surround the
believe-
boss with them. Is my.
move out. Run.
I believe
Do they
that
all
I have...
fucking flanking here?
yes, like,
Yeah.
flank them all and they can never be unflanked. It's simple as that. Flank everyone and those be flanked. Alright, I believe I have the attack. I'm gonna send it in chat, and I want you to tell me if it's right or not for the attack
I just
roll.
think this bottom right one is the only one who doesn't have advantage.
I think it's more
Probably.
this one here.
If
Yes.
there's two people across on opposite sides from the enemy, then anyone that attacks it gets advantage, doesn't it?
I mean, it's up to Domino. Do you think this would give him advantage?
Yeah, fuck it. Give it to him.
Okay, so 9 attacks with advantage.
Okay.
R space 9 space 1d20 plus the attack.
Slow down. I'm sorry. One more time. I was not tapped in.
RR
RR.
space 1d20.
1d20.
Sorry. Space 9 space 1d20
Space 9. Space 1d20.
plus the attack modifier.
Plus 5 to hit.
Space ADV. And at the very beginning,
Space.
there should be an exclamation point.
Yes.
Okay, roll it.
Alright. Oh, I double R. I'm fucking double R. There we go.
Okay,
How did it actually hit?
5.
5 of them hit. Alright. So if I do this correctly.
Does its AC go up in its second phase, Big Shot?
It does not.
Big shot.
Big shot.
Why do I keep saying
Big
Big
Shot.
Shot? Jesus Christ.
Goblin, what is wrong
Does
with
it
you,
go
man?
down?
I don't know.
No.
I believe I did this right. 51 damage. I think they did that right.
And none of it is reduced.
Is
Nice.
it magical damage or no? Because technically.
Just blunt damage.
Okay.
The great axes. Just blunt damage.
Okay, so this is
Slashing.
slashing damage.
Slashing.
Non-natural
Sorry, yeah,
slashing
slashing.
damage, by the way. So it's halved.
Oh yeah, I am fucked on this side because I do not have anything magic.
Domino, it would originally be 25, which then is reduced to 15 plus to 20, right?
Why? It's all different hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are different
Oh,
attack rolls.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I forgot they were all different attack rolls.
And then 1 of 15. That's all 51
But they're
damage.
still halved because it's non-magical.
Yeah, still happy.
So 25.
Man, I'm screwed. This fight is
All of them.
specifically bad for me.
I didn't do ADV. I don't think.
You did. They were
Oh, I
all
did? Okay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. All right. So, oh shit. Okay, that's the damage, and then what was that?
You have your bonus
They all
action and movement left.
Yeah,
17, 18, and 19.
the sound of them kind of clank in unison, just great. And
I just picture it's like that one Ash of War from Elden Ring where you like summon the tibias and they like all
Yeah.
slash after you hit.
yeah. All right. Rest of what I'm gonna do is that was an action. I am going to. I'm gonna pick up MIDI.
Okay,
I'm gonna pick him up in my hand,
sure.
and I am going to walk. Let me measure this first.
So you're holding the unconscious person while you're primed.
You have a good point. Okay, I'm gonna not pick them up. I'm going
I
to.
will say this: you've seen them just explode. That's all you've seen. You don't know if it's an actual explosion or something else, but it's an explosion of sorts.
Well, I'm gonna do this then. I'm going to pick up MIDI. I'm gonna go here, drop him here, and then walk back to where I was, or walk up over here. That'd be 30 feet. So MIDI is here,
Okay.
and I'm over here. Oh god, that was a good work. And I believe that in that ends my roll. I'm simply going to yell, "You constructive fuck!" That's it, and turns over.
You said that was a pretty constructive turn.
Thank you.
I have some constructive criticisms of it, but
I'm a little bit rusty. I'm still kind of building myself up with it,
okay. I think that's
Yes! Put an end to their punnery!
I don't have
huge
any.
creatures-
Man,
aren't huge
all my
creatures-
damage is half that I can deal.
Yup, it's called suffering. Get over it.
Wait, how did you
Yeah,
fall all the way that way? What the fuck?
I dashed.
Oh, okay. That was not
Yeah,
the
this-
measuring
Hot
tool.
burger.
This fight is specifically for Gash.
Yes. I am not.
Look, man, circumstances that are unrelated to how I prepared it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I w-
I can feel about you anyway, If I'm
I
gonna
mean-
hate you, I'm not, coincidence.
There are a lot of things I could have done to specifically fuck you over. If I wanted to, I would have just done that.
Yeah.
But it's already in every possible way
Bro.
fucked me over. I can't deal really damage
He
to it.
could've
I
almost-
can't use.
Gosh, he could have almost infinitely
Oh, yeah.
just kept teleporting and striking you guys. There's a
He
limit
even
to it,
kind
but
about
he
it.
could have almost done it infinitely.
I mean, I was more so thinking making a fight that was tuned around ranged combat exclusively.
We're all paladins, pretty much.
Bro,
I'm
yeah,
a barbarian.
we
Yeah.
have barbarian, paladin,
Well,
and a fighter.
You have like 11 barbarians in your group right now.
Yeah, technically we have 11 barbarians, 1 fighter, and 1 artificer. What do you expect?
All he needed was one flying ability, and we have been fucked.
I do range
Please
stuff.
do not do it,
jerks.
though.
Anyways,
A little bit.
Gesh, anything
You
else
get-
on your turn?
I can't do anything
Alright, that
else.
ends your turn. Midi.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Roll that save.
Yeah.
Oh, and that'll be another turn. Oh wait, how many?
2 more
Me-
turns after this.
Okay. So I was gonna say, do you mean rounds or my turn or turns?
Your turns.
Okay. 1d20. 4.
Oh god, you are bleeding out heavily. Well, actually, does the detonation cause blood loss, Domino, or what?
It causes... I mean, okay. It's like if it was an explosion, but for your soul.
Ah,
Blunt soul damage.
Expulsion.
Expulsion, new word.
You can't use
Explode.
reactions while you're
It was
unconscious, right?
phantasmal.
it depends on the reaction.
Okay.
If it requires you to move, no.
Okay. Because there's a thing called Flash of Genius, where I can add my intelligence to a saving throw or ability check.
I'll
I
allow
want
it. I'll allow it.
to. Okay. It won't work even if I do it right now, but that will be helpful later.
Okay.
Drastically improves your likelihood, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you have something like, crap, I forgot what it's called. But
Anyways,
if you have
that's the end of
anything
Minnie's
that
turn.
stabilizes me but doesn't give me health,
Stabilize.
It is now the other individual that's dying's turn.
yep. Meaning that I've got a 11.
11. Alright. That's a success.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Yippee!
Well, it's the Annihilator's turn.
Guess what it's gonna do?
Annihilate.
Kaboom.
Alright, well. My Warforged friend, you are annihilated, taking 54 points of force damage.
Ouchies, owies.
How are you not unconscious yet?
I am on 33 health.
You're level 7 barbarian, aren't you?
5 in the paladin, 2 in the barbarian.
Then how are you not unconscious? You should have like 70 health. You've taken 2 annihilations.
He's
One
taken 1 annihilation. This
Oh,
is the first.
Okay, I messed up. My bad. There's 2 barbarians. My bad.
Alright, so
All barbarians going on
You've
currently.
taken a knife blade to the chest and an annihilation. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
alright, with that, its legendary actions are returned. You are no longer primed, and we come to layer actions.
Oh
At
no.
this point, you guys feel the hum of that engine once more. As the earth shakes, and you watch as the blue tubes on the side that are embedded into the wall begin to glow. You see bubbles start to pop in the tubes themselves, and they become erratic, shaking heavily, I need everyone who is conscious to make me a Constitution saving throw, including the engine.
Oh, I missed something. Oh well,
Alright.
I could have dealt extra radiant damage.
16.
16?
Dirty 20.
The engine succeeds. Gesh, what did you roll? You did too, by the way. Warforged. I was trying to build suspense. Gesh.
25.
25. Alright, you critically succeed, so you take nothing here. As everything starts to shake and tumble and turn. No one's stunned for the turn. The engine and the Warforged both do suffer 6 points of thunder damage, reduced to 3.
Thunder.
Yeah. Not thunder. Well, no, thunder because it was the sound. The vibration.
I was like, wait, thunder?
Bad vibration.
Caves? Like,
Yeah, the entire
what?
place vibrated as you guys hear the sound of something starting.
Where's Mitty's mutt? Where the fuck is his mutt?
Two turns
halfway
into
through
the
digging
wall.
through the rock.
Okay.
At this
Also,
point,
if you have raised dead,
you feel heavy magical arcane energy is starting to pour through these tubes. Almost as if it's mana in liquid form within these tubes. And that ends the layer action.
Alright. Well then. 'Tis your turn, Bob.
Okay. Well. Just to recount, who's still fucking standing currently?
You
Other than
guess.
me.
Me.
not me.
Just
I
guess.
need
and,
heal.
9 other berserkers.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do a real quick thing. I'm gonna walk back over to Mitty.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay on hands this man. All 25 points. This man needs to live.
All right.
If I
Go ahead. Sorry.
if I might offer some advice.
Speak.
All of its attacks are capable of dealing more than 25 damage, meaning that it would be effectively the same thing if you were to give him 1 point of lay on hands.
You're smart.
Here's the problem though, not Big Shot, Domino. If you deal a crit to him or some other kind of attack and it does more than his max HP into the negatives in one attack, he dies.
Alright.
Yeah.
Not smart.
So
And
it's up
what
to you.
is Middy's max HP?
Yeah, what is Middy's at max HP? Hold up, we got a button for this.
Press it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is Middy's max HP?
My current max HP is 70.
Okay.
Whilst theoretically possible,
Yeah.
Annihilate has scarcely done any more than 50 damage, much less 70.
Yeah. So it's up to you, really.
It's
Well,
theoretically possible, but
You guys
incredibly
help me.
unlikely.
Nothing. You made me more fucking confused than
We're
anything.
just giving you the information.
Yeah, so there's not either he dies or dies.
Possible. It's possible, but nearly impossible.
Still much better to conserve your lay on hand so you can get other party members up.
I'll give him 5. Just
Yes,
to
I will
confuse
remind
them.
you, there is something that you can use if you wished to.
Oh yeah, there. I will you unless shit is going down really bad. I will spare it until the wall
Well, 2 of
fight.
your friends are dead. You are injured. Your armor's broken. Your sword's breaking. Your other
I'm
friend is
moving.
heavily injured. These 9 berserkers are surrounding this machine. But continue. Sorry,
They're all unharmed. They're fucking vibing.
but continue.
Mitty, you are awake because I give you 5 HP. Which I forget technicality. Does Divine lay on hands cost an entire action or bonus action?
It costs an action.
Yes. All right. Well, now that Mitty's awake, I am going to pick him up again because I do not care. Fuck off with the arrow.
Go ahead, continue.
And what are you writing?
Continue.
Go.
Ignore me.
I am going to pick him up, and I am going to just kind of. I could throw Mitty if I wanted to. I could be an asshole and throw Mitty.
Throw him onto the machine.
I could. I totally could. Mitty.
Maybe if I could do that.
Zeus, buddy,
What?
do you give me permission to throw you?
Am I alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're at 5 HP.
Oh, that's nice.
Motherfucker doesn't listen and says he listens.
All right.
It wasn't my turn, so I wasn't listening.
No. I don't hear fucking no. I'm going to
I don't have much of a
fucking
choice.
at him.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Sick. I've been choosing technical council strike.
Alright, aren't huge
Boy.
creatures 3x3?
No. Well, yeah, but he's large, not huge.
First one's 27. Second one.
Oh, he didn't use
Oh
a
yeah,
large reduce?
27.
I can't. I don't have more spell slots.
27.
Yeah.
That hits the AC of the creature, right? Domino?
Yes.
All right.
Get a Mitty.
Mitty, I would like you to make me an athletics check now.
Sure.
Come on, Mitty, get an at 20.
Mitty,
Not
go
take
for,
any damage.
go for the gem, Mitty. Go for the gem.
No,
Go for
I'm
it,
gonna.
Pop.
If I go for the fucking gem, I'm just gonna lose.
Do something important.
There, 7.
Mitty, you
I
bounce
could-
off of the creature.
You failure.
You should have done me,
Yippee!
It like
but you don't know me.
it looks at you with these eyes of pity. Like
You fall prone on the ground too.
Oh, dude.
it's gonna kill you last.
Does he take fall damage?
No. So, Mr. Man picks up the creature and just chucks Mitty at this giant machine, and he just bounces off like one of the shoulder pauldrons of the machine. And the machine just looks down to him with pity.
It's like I threw a fucking baseball at him. Just
Actually, I'll say, go ahead and roll a d6 plus your strength modifier,
my strength.
and add,
He
the
is
extra,
gonna-
and add the extra large damage too.
How do I add the extra large damage?
Actually, it would be your dexterity modifier. And I would say it would be 1d4 extra because you technically grew.
1d6
He does MIDI damage.
plus 5
1d6
9
plus dex
plus dex, which is 2
plus
plus
1d4.
1d4.
Come on, how much? He does 6 MIDI damage.
6 mini
I-
damage.
Oh, yeah, I did 6.
All right, so
It's like-
you deal 6, which is reduced to 3 to the machine, Domino, and then 3 damage to Mitty as well.
Hey, Domina, how do you feel to know that that during your boss fight, someone threw someone else at your fucking machine?
I've had
How do you-
worse.
Okay.
I've had the final boss of one of my campaigns defeated by monkeys.
Good to know
Actually,
that
same
MIDI
here,
is
Domino.
not a good. MIDI is not a good projectile weapon. Good to know. Who could have guessed?
Well,
You knocked
Are
him
you-
unconscious again.
no, he's at 2 HP.
He's
Oh,
still
okay.
alive.
Yeah.
Revived.
So both of them took 6 reduced to 3.
Beautiful. Since I moved, I can move again. I'm just gonna.
You moved like 10 feet, so you got like a bunch left.
I got like 20 feet. I just blew it right.
That's 15. One more.
Okay.
Alright.
There.
Woo,
You
let's
good,
get
Mitty?
started with the party boys.
Party boys,
Alright.
me too. The party boys.
The party boys have done the overwhelming majority of the damage to
Yeah.
him, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me one more time to roll again. I didn't save it, an idiot.
RR space 9 space 1d20 plus whatever the modifier is space ADV.
I believe it's plus 5.
Mhm.
RR 9.
No, all of them get crits. Oh, one of them gets.
How many of them actually hit?
Only 2 of them hit. Only 2 of them hit.
What?
Yeah.
You.
Well, one of them is a critical
Cunt,
hit. One of them
guys.
is a critical
It's
hit.
18 or 19.
Yeah, we'll roll a
Okay,
natural
so
20
that's I gotta roll one of them.
Let's Big Shot, is there anything about the natural 20 that they rolled?
Big shot again.
Fucking hell! I don't know why
Domino.
I keep referring to him as Big
You
Shot.
published.
It is not. It is not on purpose. I swear to you.
Yeah.
Domino, is there
Yes.
anything based upon the critical or no?
What do you mean based upon the critical?
So is there anything like adamantine or no?
No.
I haven't made the sheet, so yeah, okay.
All right, so that's
That's 2d12 plus.
12
I think it's
plus
two or three. Is their strength?
3, I believe.
Yeah, so
No.
2d12 plus 6.
Plus 6.
What about the crit?
Yeah, we're going to. So it's going to be 4 plus 3, 7 increased to 14 plus 12. 14 plus 12 is 26. So 14 and 12 damage. Domino.
Cool. So 26. All right. I love how I've done the most damage at anyone. Just me fucking smacking it and fucking
He's
summoning.
still
shit.
alive, but he's looking somewhat injured.
Oh boy, he's just somewhat.
Hey Domino,
Man.
have you been keeping track of the damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, it's like we don't have these gents.
All right. How much did the boys just do then?
26.
14 and 12. Midi did
Only-
3, so that's 29 damage in this last turn.
Only 2 of them actually hit, so that was just kind of fucked.
Okay.
With advantage. Oh,
So they did 19.
Alright, I have athlete, so it only takes
Well,
5 feet
oh.
for me to stand up.
You're gonna. Well, here's the problem, Domino. It was 14 and then 12 after that because it was 2 hits.
Okay, so 14 and then 12. That's
Yeah.
26 half to 13.
Okay, yeah. I forgot it was half because of magic damage.
17, 9, 18.
All right, you have him at little under half health now.
lovely.
If you would like to describe what it looks like after the hits.
All right. You watch as the cacophony of battle axes begin to rend further and further apart the metallic plating of the great machine as it is being swarmed. In doing so, you come to note that its core is even further exposed.
No.
Get me up, please.
No.
Where are you at? Who are you?
Whose turn is it now?
Mine.
Resh, the turn is yours.
Yeah. I am gonna use my Celestial Revelation.
Okay, you can use that multiple times, right?
Let me see. Celestial Revelation. Fuck, I can't. Oh yeah, we're fucked.
So, at this point, your wings are not coming out. What are you doing on your turn?
Well, I am just running up to it and jumping on it again.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
And while that I'm attacking it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. You run and then using your movement, you're trying to jump on. Make me the athletics check.
13.
13. All right, you try to jump onto it, and as you bring your weapon to prop yourself into it, it seems to almost lean forward a bit after taking it. Lean back a bit after taking a heavy strike, and your weapon is knocked not out of your hands, but almost out of your hands. But you take that and use that momentum to make your strikes at it. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, and because I'm would that count as flanking?
I don't know, Domino. Would that count as flanking? Do you think? I would say
I'll give it to. Oh yeah, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, you guys are about to
Good.
die anyways.
Yeah, I am making 2 attacks with Great Weapon Master at advantage.
Yeah. So that's minus 5 to your strikes. Don't tell me.
No! No, no.
Do you have Great Weapon Finder or just Armored?
Great Weapon Fight.
You don't
That
have.
that only applies to damage rolls, dude.
Oh my god, bro.
You still have action surge.
Here's the problem, though. He's had 3 critical failures on his sword, which is not magical. So his
Okay,
weapon is breaking heavily.
I only had 2.
Well, these 2,
This-
the 5 is critical failure.
All right, so I presume your sword breaks.
The sword is heavily damaged. One more critical failure and it's going to break.
Okay, fuck it. I completely forgot that I had action search and I'm gonna action search now.
Okay,
You
so as you make
fuck.
these 2 quick strikes, you see parts of your blade are falling off, and you're trying to push past its metal, and you're just going to use all your strength to try and
Those
to do this
weren't made
attack.
at advantage.
Oh, they weren't made an advantage?
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
never mind.
fuck, oh my god.
I did make them an advantage.
So
I forgot
roll two more, and this will be the first attack, and you just missed the first attack. So the first attack bounces off of its metal. You can see a bunch of shards fly off your sword as you go for a second strike before your action surge.
No, wait, I didn't do. Oh, okay. I see. 21. I finally did
Well,
something.
where'd you
Alright.
roll? I don't see the roll.
Well, are
21.
you targeting the creature itself or its core?
He was
It's core.
Well,
All
you
right.
have to specify that before you make the attack roll, Gesh.
I said that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. My bad.
You did.
So
All right,
as you
so-
strike its metal side, it turns around to face you, and go ahead, Domino.
As you, with your first, if somewhat rough, strike, you pry out of your way the few bits of scraping metal. And as you do, an opening is created, plunging your sword deep and hard. You begin to feel as the crystal cracks. Now,
Okay, let me roll the
for the
damage.
purposes of this singular attack, you roll a double critical hit, and your damage is counted as magical for the sake of overcoming its resistances.
Another.
So
Oh,
we roll the damage, and we multiply the full damage by 4.
Wait. Let. I think I can reroll my attack.
Why did you
Just
put
let
plus
me.
15?
Great weapon
Great
fighting.
weapon,
Master.
Oh, I didn't realize he used that. I forgot entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I can reroll the 2d6.
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
That's
3 more.
6 plus
21.
15, 21 times 4, it's 84.
Alright. As you dig your blade deep into the open crevice, you begin to twist and turn as the pieces scattered within its hollow metallic body begin to rain to the floor. Piece by piece, the energy sustaining it, keeping it upright, managing the flow of sinister fluid that blows from its severed arm. They all begin to fade. The little bits on the floor losing their spark, the bismuth that is left behind, not quite fading, but clearly having lost its power. The creature falls to its knees, then the floor. As you match its downward momentum, you find yourself standing upon its hollowed corpse.
May I pull into here really quickly, Domino?
You may, as
you-
someone's knocking on my door.
As you have your sword plunge into its heart before the rest of the scene played out, you hear a voice in your head. A few voices. A cacophony of voices. You're unsure what they're saying or what they mean. But you feel an energy pulse into your mind. Yes,
Okay.
you gain 3 DM's inspirations.
Oh, what? That is advantage on anything I want,
On
right?
any roll, but you only have 1 per use. So basically, if you roll advantage, you can re-roll the advantage, in my opinion. But once you use it, it's gone, and you could have it whenever.
God, okay,
So you
yeah,
gain
that
3 of those.
Oh, nice.
As the energies fade from the crystals on the ground, Domino, is there anything else you would like to describe for the scene?
There is but one thing that herein remains. You look toward the door at the end of the hall and watch as the stone slowly turns to gold. What is ahead becomes painfully clear. Time is of the essence.
It's a nuke.
I like how you picked up the machine starting, Domino.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, as you see this gold starting to form, Gesh, you look back towards the arm where the sword existed within this creature, and you do see what seems to be a great sword-sized brass instrument of a weapon.
Fuck, I'm gonna take that.
As you look down to your other one, and it seems to, after having broken through the bismuth, it seems to have gained that sheen of bismuth and crumbles to dust. As you
Aw.
take the other one and rip it out of what remains of the body, you look down to this one, and it doesn't require attunement, but it is a magical item and is considered a +1 magical greatsword.
Yes. Nice.
As you have this large brass-colored greatsword in your hand. You give it a few swings, and you know time is of the essence. At this point, you are out of initiative. The dog burrows through the area, and with him,
Well,
see-
well.
you see a great light pouring through the tunnel now made by the dog. As entering, you feel the cold air becomes warmer and warmer as you see, walking with purpose, a Luxodon.
Yes.
A curved sword, a great sword, twisted, made of brass and metal. As he enters in with purpose, you see this individual looks upon you all and nods. As I will leave the roleplay of the scene up to you, as Leos has arrived.
Leos.
You seem new.
Meanwhile, I'm just still dying.
I am sorry for my late arrival.
Leos, you're a bit late. But we haven't defeated Wall yet, so no worries. You can get your punches in.
Oh, you guys know each other. Good.
Yes, he is one of the friends I was looking for.
Yes.
You? Him? Friends?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why would he hang out with someone with the likes of you?
I could throw that back at you. Why? I don't think you have any friends, do you?
I will rip you in half, you shit mongrel.
As you guys argue, another earthquake hits, and the rumble of an arcane hum hits your ears, and you hear the sounds of screaming from outside as what you assume to be more Onkeg dig from the walls.
Oh, lovely.
Leos, you see two injured barbarians in front of you. Reach down and heal one of them. I'll give you a free lay on hands to Ruby's character. Ruby. And what's your name? Tentusi. Your characters know that you are by far probably too injured to continue with the rest of this group on their endeavor. But
So
you do
am
know there are
I.
people in danger outside that could use your aid. Leos. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I think as you enter in, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. As you enter in and you see these two individuals, you give them a kind of commanding gaze and point towards the sound of destruction outside.
May I do a thing before I leave?
Sure.
What the fuck is that? Okay.
Doggy.
That's the defender.
I can't control this one. Okay, I'm good.
I wanted to do this before I left.
Sure.
It takes up speed, but if you want to count it, it's up to you. I wanted to do this. My plan was this. I was going to, from here, do a running shove at this fucker. And I push him over.
Who?
And then this fucker.
You
The
mean-
big construct bitch.
Well, the construct has fallen to pieces, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Contract's fully dead.
Oh,
Like, double dead.
okay.
Super
Good to
dead.
know. Well, then, I am going to kind of... Wait, I can't leave.
Why not?
The fucking
Big.
potion.
The
I
what?
can't leave. The fucking potion. I can't leave.
He's too
You
fucking
can-
big.
In your size, you can crouch down in the new tunnel that has been formed.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so-
Mastiff is pretty big, actually.
Yeah, it's no Leos-sized tunnel.
Well,
I mean, you guys are seeing the literal tunnels in front of you are starting to turn to gold.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anyone want to ride? I'm free carry, y'all.
Yeah, we will need to be fucking fast though. Everything is starting to turn gold.
Yeah, not you. I don't care if you die or not. I'm talking more to them.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces,
Try
Yes.
you
piece of
If you
scrap.
go
shit.
with those characters, you are not being in the next session.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, they're going away. Sorry.
No, final offer. No rides. All right. Well, it was a odd pleasure to fight with y'all, except for that little shit over there. If I see y'all again, let me know how the little gnome dwarf dude's doing. He's all right in my book. On that note,
Radical.
Yeah, have a great day,
As
scrap metal.
everything is shaking, and the
fight
two
my shiny metal ass. Sorry.
barbarians exit, pushing through to possibly aid those that need help outside. You all take a small breather as you look forth towards your goal. Is there anything else you would like to do before you begin to push towards the archway that leads towards your goal?
Can someone please give me healing? I'm at 43 health.
Alright, one free cast of lay on hands.
You know what I'm gonna do right before I leave? I'm gonna be nice. I am going to toss my horn of Valhalla to the dwarf.
I mean, he can't use it. It's already been used.
I believe it's a once every 7 days type deal.
Cool, yeah, you can... If you want to... There's no dwarf in the party.
Fucking
No.
Mitty's
You've
a
already
gnome.
left. You've already left.
Sick. All right.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just gonna leave behind Sunforger. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm taking it with me.
no.
Aw,
So,
no.
as you all stand here, and you begin to feel the shaking, and you see the bubbling of these tubes, a few of them start to crack as some liquid mana starts to pour from it, the sounds of chaos behind you, and the purity of gold in front of you. The healing begins to pool over you. What is it you wish to do? Do you wish to step forward? Or do you wish to remain where you are?
Let's get to rural as quick as possible.
Yeah, let's move. Both. Yeah.
So,
We must press forward.
Mitty is awake, by the way. Mitty's seeing this
Yeah.
gigantic Luxodon in front of him.
Right. It's hard to roleplay two people at the same time.
Adios.
Adios. Thank you for coming, Ruby.
Yep. And I'm sorry for speaking over you so much.
No problem.
Am I fruited up?
Fucking
I
hate
mean, I
Poison
was
Ivy.
gonna have you in the game with your other character, but if you want to dip, you can.
I'll stay. I just figured if it was game, I would be waiting our session and listening in.
So,
All right.
as you two begin to step forth, or three begin to step forth towards the golden light, the gilded light you see before you. You enter into the shining, well, you step towards the precipice, and you feel this golden energy blocking you, as if to say, if you're not sure, do not enter. One last attempt to plea towards you, not to destroy his plans for Rawl. One last mercy. Do you push through the golden light?
It took me a second to realize that this was a fucking Elden Ring reference.
Yes.
I press for the Elephant Man and Mitty. Mitty's like pet the Mastiff as they go in, try to keep it calm. And Elephant Man walks forward with no hesitation.
Alright,
So do I.
Mitty, as you hesitate for a second and remember the strange events of today, and you watch the other two just push through with no hesitation. These two that just helped you defeat this construct, and they don't seem to be bad people. You're shaking hands. Do you push through? Or do you go back to the chaos behind you?
Mitty will press forward. He wants to see what happens.
Alright. I will ask this. Do you want to play both of them or just one of them?
I can play both.
Okay.
Roleplay wise, I can't do both, but mechanically, I can do both.
Right now, we are going to be entering into roleplay, just so you're aware. So, as you all step through the golden lights. Your character's level up. Sorry. Leos. Put Leos at level 7.
Wait, does the level up restore our health?
It only restores what you would gain from the level up.
Okay, that would be 18.
Yes. Well, 18. What the fuck?
Did you forget that I have a +8 to con?
I did, yeah.
It's a massive. Why'd you? That's a huge bonus. Who's doing that for you?
Robin. That's also why my character has a 20-inch dick.
As you push through and you feel this healing energy push over you, you feel your experience grows, pushing you to newer heights. You enter into the gigantic workshop of an ancient civilization. You see gigantic constructs and other machines. You see giant whirling gears that are moving at the moment that seem to have cobwebs that are being pulled and broken as the machine has started to move once again. You see gigantic tubes of blue liquid and smaller tubes of this bluish-green liquid that seem to be off, seemingly almost test tubes of sorts, with other things floating inside of them. You see large stone tables with books, manuscripts, different cloths and silks. You see different runes carved across this entire dome-like structure, as well as machinery, divine runes, arcanic runes, all within one place. And you see in the very center a gigantic brass, kind of a cone that seems to have more of a slight curve to it that goes up in a single staircase leading up, spiraling to the top. And you see a gigantic machine sat atop it. It almost seems to be a statue of a brass lady, but you see the bottom of it is opened, and you can see 2 large platforms upon it. One raised 3 feet up, and then 15 feet up there's just a hole that goes through the center of this large statue, and on the top, 15 feet, you can see another part of this large, just platform itself, and you can see in the very center of it, this golden light that seems to be a crystal being formed. Still made of pure energy, but in the center, you see a single shard of a flame. Leos, you immediately recognize the shard of the primordial flame. And you see these scripts of arcane magic that just float around and change and band this large crystal. If there's any other things you would like to mention about the spell that is being created right now, Domino, feel free. Oh, is Domino eating right now?
Maybe? I think so.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Did you hear my description of what's happening with the spell so far?
I did, yes.
Is there anything else you would like to add on to how the spell looks?
Interestingly, standing atop at the precipice of this great machine, there stands Rawl himself, his hands outstretched into the air as he prepares his final incantation. The very tips of his fingers having already turned to solid gold, flecks speckling across his robe, the flexible cloth becoming somewhat rigid, almost armored. As he whips around, the now weighted robing kind of swinging behind him, the light click as the gold smacks into itself. Ah.
So you've come to stand before the elder. I'm sorry, I couldn't help. Continue, sorry.
I knew you'd come. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
You came. I didn't think you came, but you came.
Continue, sorry. That was my bad.
I see. The engine failed.
So will you, Raoul?
Was the
Shall I? Shall I truly?
Yes.
Your words have a
You,
certain poetic weight to them. Is that what you think of all of this? Storybook? I'll have none of it.
Your plan is foolish.
Is what?
Foolish. I would have expected better from a man of your intelligence.
Foolish. Do you even
Yeah.
understand what I'm doing here?
Too
You
much.
want-
Trying to turn the whole world into gold. What else? There to know.
Of course, one of your standing couldn't see beyond the surface level. I have not known you for very long, but I've come to know you as ignorant.
Speak
Now.
of ignorance, though you are the one with the biggest ignorance of us all.
Talking like
Hi.
a Dr. Seuss book.
Are you
You're so
listening?
blinded by your goal that you can't see the reality.
This is.
Are you listening to yourself?
It's at this point that you see
With
Leos.
you.
Leos has yet to speak as he's just watching this exchange at the moment.
Are you listening to yourself? Are you not hearing your own madness?
I can see you're incapable of convincing, or even acknowledging that you do not quite understand the forces at play.
I do not understand the forces at play.
I would
But I know one
speak
thing.
to someone with more intelligence. Quiet yourself, or I will quiet you.
Oh. Should I do it now or should I wait?
You guys feel, give me 1 second. You guys feel a pulse from the spell itself as it's starting to settle down. It's chaotic energies that are flying out, these sparks, fucking specks of gold, these flaming embers of gold that seem to fly and hit parts of the machine are starting to get less and less of a radial ability. You guys look up and you can see the tube that shoots out of this dome. You can see these technicolored storm has slowly started to push its way down. It's a good 500 feet up the tube, but it's starting to come slowly down, and it's going to be here in a few minutes.
You want to talk with someone with more intelligence than me?
Make a con
Are you
save.
sure about that?
Make a con save, he said.
I heard him.
If he's, you have a bonus to that, by the way.
Oh yeah, how high is the bonus?
Okay, so you have an extra +4 to that.
So that's a 18.
Oh. I was expecting you to succeed.
No, now I wanna. Can I still use an DM's inspiration for this?
You can, yeah.
Is this really what you're gonna waste it on?
What are you casting?
You don't need to know that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna let this happen as long as it's not something too bad.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you casting one of the new spells, Earl?
I am not.
Okay.
You feel
Okay.
as the tongue in your mouth, only the very surface of it, not all throughout, turns to solid gold, and you are incapable of speech.
Did you just cast Feeble Mind? No, that's a high level spell, right?
No, it was not Feeble Mind.
Domino, look at your Prev DMs, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this. Should we end the session before I make this whole situation escalate?
Gesh, we are in a roleplay situation right now. If you escalate the situation, I will call when the session ends.
Okay. I
Yes,
will let
as
you
you've watched silently, and you watch as Gesh can't really speak anymore, would you like to speak up?
Yes. I take a step forward.
Okay.
Despite... Hold on, I got it. I do not think you understand the magnitude of what you're doing.
I well understand the magnitude.
And ending all life on this beautiful
Ending
planet.
life?
Yes.
Is that what you think I'm doing? Is that truly the conclusion you've drawn from all of this? I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am not a murderer. I am an alchemist. I would transmute this flawed world into something perfect. And that does not mean oblivion.
Transmutation, in this case, is just another word for destruction.
Destruction. It is true that those of my art have long been persecuted by holy men. But surely, if I could explain myself.
The wind begins to pick up in the room. Continue.
It is no secret. There is sin in this world. People driven by greed and self-pleasure, gluttony, needs no explanation. These are all the result of material vanities. Things which taint our minds, which tempt us into sin. These are the trappings of the gods, of Sun, Atarla, all the others. I would make it right. I would commune with the old deities from long before the primordial. I would undo this material world and return us to the spiritual. With a noose of gold, I would free our minds. And in that, make us what we were always meant to be. Can you not see that you're trapped? That everyone is trapped? Think. Think. Surely you can see it.
Leos.
Yes.
As this man speaks, you start to recall a certain encounter you had with a strange individual you had met not but maybe 20 or so years ago in Durath, who had mentioned something similar to this. And now you start to piece together the words you've heard Rawl say. Nowhere to be. The cult of the knowing. You finally figured out where you heard it before. A man named Coriander, within Durath, mentioned it. A man named the Nowhere to Be, and his insane delusions, his fall to madness.
The Luxodon looks forward coldly and utters, "Even if you are bringing back what was once good, we should every living person, every living thing should have a choice in the matter in joining you. You do not decide their fate. As you should not, despite you are. I cannot stand for that."
I decide nothing. I am a vessel, an emissary of the knowing. It told me, perhaps forced me. He could not see it, but you must. I don't do any of this because I want to. I do it because I must. But even so, is it not the right step? We are beckoned by the true creator, the real God, to return to his side. Is that not what one of your standing would want? The embrace of the creator?
my standings with Soon. Despite he's a lesser god compared to what you're talking about, he has nobility and would not destroy, rip apart the universe just because he had to. He would let us have a choice in the matter.
Think of what you just said. Think hard. Soon is not noble. He is one of the few responsible for this cage. And even so, was it not Soon, not Atala, that committed the original sin? The first murder. You stand with lies, Loxodon.
At this point, the wind is picking up heavily. You can see the gilded robes of Rawls are starting to turn a bit more golden, and you can hear the clinking of metal upon itself. Give me one second, I got this. You hear as it blows within the heavy winds, as you can see the tempest of these ley lines has started to reach the tip of the statue of the brass lady, and you can see that it is starting to engulf it in a bismuth sheen. You have but a minute or two before it engulfs the spell.
I've run out of time with reasoning for you. I'm sorry, but I must stop you.
As you slam your sword onto the ground, continue.
Stop me. Coriander could not stop me. You will not stop me. I am touched by the will, the fate of knowing. And in that I cannot die.
We will see to that. And I'm going to get a battle-ready position.
Alright, as you begin to get ready, and Gesh gets ready, hold on,
sorry.
Gesh. What are you going to try to do after this? Tell me.
You go on first. We'll tell you then.
Okay, so I'm setting the scene here to end the campaign, the session, sorry. As you guys are starting to get ready into your positions, Gesh, you're pulling out your sword, getting ready. You watch as, if you would like to describe how your character now seeing and how he would respond to seeing them get ready for battle. Domino.
Alright.
Does he say anything like, fine, I'll do it myself, or anything like that?
One of his clawed fingers is going to twist in the air. In doing so, he places a sign. One which will complete the incantation. And as he turns to face all of you, he raises his left hand. One now made into solid gold. As he clutches in the air, slowly, hovering around it, a small variety of wands, tools he's toted throughout the entirety of this journey, and a broad lexicon of magics from 1,000 disciplines now sits at his fingertips. In his right, a staff, one with which you'd seen him only recently. But even so,
Go ahead, sorry, my bad. Continue.
another tool in his arsenal. That was all, sorry. Fuck.
As you
Go.
stand there and raise your head a bit in a more, like, not defiant and not posh, but a more seeing and ready to get rid of these worms kind of look. You raise your head, and the tempest begins to engulf your spell in the background. The heavy wind pushes against you as a bright light shines in the room. And at this point, Gesh, what is your character doing?
I would summon Flamelina. Like tell her
You pull out.
help.
You pull out the coin and begin to get ready to flip it. And at this point, Gesh, you hear a sound behind you. You turn around just in time to see your ally, Stephanie Scrunklord Steven or whatever it is, ready to stab you with a dagger, getting ready to plunge it into your back. And that is where we end the session.
Yippee!